health authorities are still working to identify the virus behind a pneumonia outbreak in the central city of Wuhan.
The source of the initial infection of this coronavirus is still not known, but the working theory is that it's from animals sold in the Wuhan fish market. The virus has then transferred to humans and then between people, breathed in and damaging the respiratory system.
We suggest that if it's not necessary, do not come to Wuhan. And for Wuhan residents, if there is no special requirement, do not leave Wuhan.
Wuhan in China now on lockdown as the country struggles with fear of a pandemic.
China has reported a 50% rise in the number of people who've died of COVID-19 in the city of Wuhan.
In the grounds of this hillside cemetery in Wuhan, an undisclosed number of its coronavirus victims are buried.
Nobody thought a thing like this was possible.
A pandemic that affected every single person on the planet.
Why didn't anyone stop this?
For weeks and weeks, the Chinese government kept it silent.
This is the result of taking a natural virus and mucking around with it.
If there was really no blame here, if this was really just some naturally occurring virus because someone ate a bat from a wet market, China wouldn't have done the things that they did. The Chinese Communist Party would not have shut down Wuhan. They would not have silenced doctors and scientists and journalists and disappeared some of them.
China is being accused of censoring critical data about the coronavirus.
China's secrecy and deception about the origins of COVID-19 have spurred increasing calls for thorough investigations worldwide, including now from President Biden.
In his statement, President Biden told his intel team to redouble their efforts.
Like his statement says, we need to find out where the COVID-19 originated from.
And that includes specific questions for China.
China wasn't transparent enough. We have been saying that for a very long time.
Instead of being transparent and welcoming international efforts to figure out what went wrong, Beijing's attitude has been defensive and obstructionist, fueling suspicions and conspiracy theories.
Mystery surrounds the high-security lab at the Wuhan Institute of Virology that handles the world's most dangerous pathogens, making it the target of conspiracy theories about the origin of the virus.
The conspiracy theory they're referring to is one that the virus was man-made or was engineered in this Wuhan lab.
Now they say a lab leak could be a possibility and the entire world is taking it seriously.
There's a novel respiratory coronavirus overtaking Wuhan, China. What do we do? Oh, you know who we could ask? The Wuhan Novel Respiratory Coronavirus Lab. The disease is the same name as the lab.
The lab leak theory that the coronavirus pandemic originated in some fashion in a laboratory in Wuhan has been circulating in the United States almost as long as the virus.
A little over 15 months ago, a group of Chinese scientists working on the ground at the scene of the outbreak of a brand new virus came to the conclusion that the novel coronavirus probably escaped from a government lab in Wuhan.
For months, the U.S. and China have been locked in a battle over the origin of the virus and accusations that China delayed or didn't share information.
And now all of a sudden, everyone is talking about the lab theory. Why now? Do we have more evidence now? Were we distracted by the mess created by China? It's important to ask these questions because if we are really victims of an unethical lab experiment or some sort of a bio war, we must ask, what took us so long to realize this?